90-Day Fiancé's Jasmine Pineda reveals stunning relationship status announcement after Gino Palazzolo split and welcoming baby with Matt Branis. 90-Day, The Last Resort star Jasmine Pineda reveals if she's dating anyone after her split from Gino Palazzolo and friend-zoning baby daddy Matt Branis. The reality star has revealed very little of her life before Gino. Jasmine was previously married to a mystery man who is a doctor and a lawyer, and the father of Jasmine's son, JC. Meanwhile, Jasmine met Gino in March 2020 and married him in June 2023. In November 2023, she met Matt, who became Jasmine's close friend and the third in her marriage. Jasmine's new Instagram story addresses her mysterious dating life amid her claim that Matt is not her boyfriend. @TheRealitiveMiss shared a reel showing a clip from the upcoming 90-Day, The Last Resort tell-all with Jasmine admitting she loved Gino and that she would never be able to hate him. However, things have changed since Jasmine filmed the tell-all in January 2025. She reposted the reel shared by the blogger and added an important update. Jasmine wrote, "I'll always been honest," and continued, "At this point I don't love neither Gino or Matt." She shared that she just wants to be alone and to be left alone. What Jasmine claiming she wants to be left alone means. Does Jasmine not feel happy with Matt? Jasmine's feelings towards Gino seem to be conflicted. At one point, she insisted she was in love with him and had no feelings for Matt. However, Jasmine has posted videos showing her cuddling with Matt in bed or comparing him to Gino because of how much better he is. Yet, she insists he is just her friend, probably a friend with benefits, because it seems she is unsure of what she wants next. Jasmine might take a break from dating after 2 back-to-back failed marriages. She might fear that her marriage to Matt would also fail. Many new mothers in the 90-Day Fiancé franchise have breastfed their babies and credited it with their weight loss. Ariella Weinberg quickly shed the baby weight after welcoming her son, thanks to breastfeeding. However, breastfeeding may not be the only reason Jasmine was able to lose pregnancy weight so quickly. According to her updates on social media, she worked out frequently during her pregnancy and resumed her fitness routine shortly after giving birth. It's amazing that the 90-Day, The Last Resort star is pleased with her post-pregnancy weight loss. Jasmine still has Matt to give her company and the physical attention she craves without having to label their relationship. Perhaps Matt is not someone who could take up the financial responsibility for Jasmine, who lives a fancy lifestyle. He might be involved in her life because he shares a baby with her, while she claims she doesn't love him. It's not known if Matt loves her, as he has not addressed their relationship status. Jasmine wants to be left alone and seems to be enjoying being single for a while. Our take on Jasmine being single after The Last Resort. Who might be Jasmine's next partner? Jasmine and Gino had recommitted to each other on 90-Day, The Last Resort. They had promised to spend their lifetime together while being in an open marriage, but they separated just 2 months later. This could be the time when Jasmine looks within to assess her failed relationships and find out what went wrong and how. Being single also allows her the opportunity to find a partner in America who is tailor-made for her, as she now explores life in a new city and studies to become a real estate agent as a single mom. Chronic liar. 90-Day Fiancé's Gino Palazzolo reveals shocking details about money he spent on Jasmine Pineda amid surprising relationship regrets. 90-Day, The Last Resort's Gino Palazzolo reveals if Jasmine Pineda was paid for her reality TV appearances amid claims she's a victim of human trafficking. Jasmine and Gino began their journey together during Before the 90 Days Season 5. They went on to star in several other shows, such as Happily Ever After, Season 8 and The Last Resort Season 2, after Jasmine came to the US on a K-1 visa. She has been accused of cheating on Gino with Matt Branis. However, Jasmine insists she's a victim in this situation, and her latest accusations against Gino are extreme. Jasmine recently said that Gino gave her nothing and did a modern version of human trafficking because he allegedly made her work for free by bringing her to the country and making tons of money by using her. Gino is fighting back. @TheRealitiveMiss shared screenshots of Gino's Instagram comments, in which he called Jasmine a chronic liar. He claimed that she got paid for all the shows she did with him and that they split it 50-50ths. Gino insisted that he had the exact amounts and dates documented of when he had paid her. He wishes to share the dates that Jasmine was paid after his NDA expires. "I'm really frustrated. Jasmine keeps spreading lies about me and our relationship," Gino added. What Gino claiming he has the receipts means for Jasmine. Jasmine says all the money he sent her was hers. Gino had spoken about how he was funding Jasmine's lavish lifestyle during his debut episode of Before the 90 Days Season 5. Jasmine was working as a teacher and claimed to have been earning $3,000 a month, but she was taking money from Gino for her face, hair, and body procedures, even though he had been laid off during the COVID-19 pandemic. Jasmine is saying that Gino allegedly never sent her any money. Gino stands by his initial claims and says that Jasmine is a liar. He has the receipts to prove it but can only do it once his contract expires. Gino seems to be eagerly waiting for his official exit from the show to tell viewers that Jasmine has been allegedly lying about almost everything. However, considering how popular Gino and Jasmine are, the chances of them getting kicked out of the franchise are low. Fans might have to wait for a long time to see any proof from Gino because his NDA might not expire for at least a few years. There's no way that the Single Life Season 5 will be his last 90-day Fiancé stint. Our take on Gino accusing Jasmine of being a liar. Jasmine's human trafficking claims are wild. Whenever Gino wants to counter Jasmine's claims on social media, he doesn't confront her directly by tagging her or posting a story. He does it via the comments sections of 90 Day Fiancé bloggers. Gino seems to be scared of Jasmine, but at the same time, he is also ready for war. Jasmine says that whatever money he was sending her was her cameo earnings and that he allegedly didn't give her a dime. Even Jasmine says that she has proof, so it remains to be seen who wins this war. Have a spine. 90 Day Fiancé's Warne accuses Jasmine Pineda of man-hating amid controversial last resort tell-all behavior. Warne from 90 Day, The Last Resort made new bold accusations against Jasmine Pineda, who's become his sworn enemy after the tell-all. Rob from Los Angeles was a model and aspiring actor before he joined the 90 Day Fiancé 10 cast with Sophie Sierra from the UK. Rob and Sophie got married, despite her accusing him of online cheating. They were separated for almost a year when Rob and Sophie sought couples therapy and met Jasmine at the Arizona resort. Both Rob and Jasmine had opinions about each other's failed relationships, but Rob took it too far. Rob has now taken to social media to accuse Jasmine of not holding any of the female cast members accountable at the reunion. @TheRealitiveness shared a screenshot of a Threads update by Rob where he claimed that Jasmine has beef with him when they barely spoke 5 words at the resort. "I'm seeing some desperate attempts to stay in the conversation," Rob claimed, adding that hating on him was low-hanging fruit. He asked Jasmine to hold some of the girls accountable for anything and finds it funny that she thinks he made a gang of the male cast members to hate the girls when she was already in a man-hating gang. What Rob accusing Jasmine of having a superiority complex means. Rob thinks Jasmine is desperate for attention. Rob claimed he is still wondering why Jasmine is after him because he never did anything to her. He insists he's only taken sides that are the most genuine, which is Gino Palazzolo in this case, while Jasmine is begging everyone to hate on Gino. Rob has been wondering why Jasmine even showed up to film The Last Resort, which was supposed to help her and Gino reconcile. As per Rob, not only Jasmine but even the rest of the women on the show have a superiority complex. Rob thinks he is hated because he stands up for anyone who is getting bullied, but that doesn't mean he is misogynistic. He has been getting praise from a certain set of viewers who seem to believe Jasmine scammed Gino into agreeing to an open marriage so she could continue her affair with boyfriend Matt Branis. As per Rob, Jasmine getting pregnant with Matt's baby was proof enough. His comments about Jasmine having a superiority complex seem to point to her claiming Rob was a cheater when Jasmine showed infidelity towards Gino despite the successful recommitment ceremony. Our take on Rob continuing to lash out at Jasmine after tell-all. Is Rob the one asking for attention? Rob wants to make his side of the story known because of Jasmine having built a narrative that Rob was allegedly involved in selling his adult content to men online. However, Rob seems to be arguing with himself by this point. Neither Jasmine nor the rest of the women on 90 Day, The Last Resort has addressed his claims after the recent episode. Moreover, fans have seen proof of Rob using dating apps and videos of him allegedly being mean towards Sophie, which gave him a bad reputation before Jasmine ever claimed anything about him. 90 Day Fiancé. Can Rob Warne come back from his feud with Jasmine Pineda amid the damaging accusations against him? I don't think his reputation will ever recover. During The Last Resort Season 2, where Jasmine was working on her since-failed marriage to Gino Palazzolo, Rob and Jasmine did not get along. Jasmine wanted an open relationship with Gino, which Gino ultimately agreed to, and Rob wasn't okay with Jasmine disrespecting Gino, and he spoke out about Jasmine's behavior and motives, which made Jasmine angry and resentful. Come the last resort tell-all, Jasmine showed up very pregnant with the man, Matt Branis, who she had the open relationship with. Jasmine was still married to Gino, and Rob took serious offense to Jasmine's pregnancy and boasting. 90 Day Fiancé's Jasmine's attitude about her transgressions caused Rob to speak up about the unsettling nature of her actions. To which, Jasmine tried to degrade Rob. However, Rob came back at Jasmine in full insulting force. "You are a cheating wife," Rob said before Jasmine called him a clown. To which, Rob asserted, "Yeah, and you're a pregnant W********. The showdown led to Jasmine becoming enraged, as she always does when someone is defiant against her, and she threw her shoe at Rob. Things kicked off a second time between Jasmine and Rob over their tension with each other, and Jasmine threw her other shoe at him. While Rob's stance on Jasmine being a cheater, manipulator and user was very apparent, Jasmine had her own set of accusations and determinations about Rob that I thought were equally as scandalous as his remarks against her. And I think Rob's image was tainted more than Jasmine's in the whole interaction. The damaging accusations against Rob explained. Rob's adult content. The accusations Jasmine hurled at Rob during their last resort spat had to do with how Rob made money in the past. I know Jasmine came to the tell-all ready to showcase the damning information she had about Rob. Jasmine relayed that she had found an image of Rob on a gay website bending over fully nude and using his hands to spread his buttocks. Jasmine asserted that Rob did gay porn. Rob did not deny the photo's existence, but said that he used to take pictures that homosexual men would pay him for. Next, Sophie came for Rob and doubled the assertion about Rob's past in homoerotic behavior. Sophie said she saw a text message on Rob's phone from a man asking Rob to perform fellatio on him for $500. Rob acknowledged the text, but said that some random man offered him $5,000, not $500, and that the man in question wanted to perform fellatio on him. It's clear to me after the tell-all that Rob has a solid history in the adult industry with his demographic being gay men. Throughout the accusations, I heard Rob assert that he was not gay, and was very straight. Rob's reputation is bad after feud and accusations. His behavior and past is haunting him. While it is 2025, and I believe Rob can make money however he wants to, and I don't think it should reflect on him negatively at all the clientele he has chosen to cater to. What I have trouble with is the way Rob reacted to everything. He did explain the allegations, and was forthright about the circumstances in which his picture and behavior in the adult realm were out there. Rob could have chosen to be embarrassed and negate the information, but he tried to give context. However, I think Rob will forever have a stigma against him now, given his occupation choices. Moreover, Rob verbally bashed a pregnant woman. I understand that Jasmine drives Rob up the wall, but he incited Jasmine's rage and fury. I think his adult entertainment past, and possibly present, is coming back to haunt him, but I think his tell-all behavior is even more haunting. Rob also defended Biniam Schreiber even though he was an admitted cheater, but threw shade at Jasmine for her situation. I feel Rob is hypocritical alongside the fact that he cheated on Sophie too, albeit allegedly only emotionally. I don't think 90 Day Fiancé fans will ever see Rob in the same light again. I know I won't. Rob will be returning to the franchise in a new spin-off. Whether Rob's reputation is beyond repair or not, he will be in the 90 Day Fiancé franchise again. Rob filmed a new spin-off, currently coined 90 Day House, in October 2024. The latest tell-all was filmed in January 2025, before Rob's feud and leaked personal information. I don't think Rob will be received well by the new spin-off's audience after what went down at the tell-all, but regardless, he's not done with the network. I think past his next appearance, Rob can focus on showcasing his positives and trying to move away from his risque and negative reputation.